The one encouraging thing that we were talking about too was how people in China, like they're at a tipping point. Like they've had these 30, 40, 50-year plans that are going to come to fruition soon, but they're also seeing a collapse in some economic spots. And I mean, if we just cut them off financially, they would USSR, they would just collapse. And I'm seeing a bunch of de-risking in China in the financial markets, Roy. So how do you see this shaking down? Because things are moving very quickly.
Right. I think now China recorded its first ever quarterly deficit in foreign direct investment. I think it's $11.8 billion of deficit. So this is an economic signal. But remember, like we talked about this. Miles, the founder of New Federal State of China, he's been talking about this for past 6 years. Right, the CCP, the kleptocrats control all these resources. The Chinese it's irrelevant to Chinese people. It linked back to what I talked just now, like all these money, those deals, and the deal, whatever deal Xi Jinping wants to make this time, if he comes to San Francisco, whatever deal he wants to make, the money is never gonna go to Chinese people's pockets and American people's pockets. Never gonna go to their pockets. It's gonna go to the special interests being, already compromised, who actually formed the state we are living today, right? In both China and United States, right? Remember, like Chinese people, we said like Li Keqiang, the most famous statement Li Keqiang, the former premier just died, made was that like 6 million people earn less than $140 a month in China. And do you know like how many people live, earn less than $700 a month? This is not very much, right? $700 a month, 95% of the population, right? And 90% of the Chinese people, they don't have pension. They have to pay a lot of money for healthcare. There's no free healthcare whatsoever for them, and education. So I mean, like John Adams said, I want to quote him because Miles want us to study him, the founding fathers and Franklin and all these founding fathers of the United States. The facts are stubborn thing, right? If you look at the if you look at the data, if you look at the statistics, it's absolutely that's the truth, that's the evidence, that's the facts. It's gonna be you cannot just ignore them, but that's the truth. Like it's totally different from the CCP propaganda, the social media news outlets. What they show you those fancy, infrastructures, all these high-speed train, big planes, the high-rise buildings. It's not about the Chinese people. And I'm glad that you're on our show this weekend, last weekend on Saturday, that we can actually use English as a bridge, right? To just peel it off, to just show you what it's really like in China, and to show you that how Chinese Communist Party cannot represent China and Chinese people, because those are just small elite groups, just like in the United States, right? Those small elite groups, those, Bill Gates, Soros, they cannot represent American people. And it's the same thing in China.
He's going to San Francisco, which has a huge Chinese American population. Mm-hmm. What is your analysis of their political leanings in that community? In other words, if Xi shows up, how would those people feel?
Yeah, I think there are two facets. First, like definitely, we see all over the place. We have police stations, the secret police stations from the Chinese Communist Party, United Work Front members. Infiltrated. People like in United States on American soil. That's happening all the time, right? 1,000 Talent Program. All these Chinese nationals, like they work covertly for the Chinese Communist Party. But I think he's not going to be welcomed in United States and in California, although lots of people feel like California, they're more infiltrated. But remember, like when Hu Jintao came to United States several years ago, I think, like he's not welcome. There are lots of Taiwanese people. There are not lots of Muslim, Chinese Muslims, lots of Chinese people, like Chinese dissidents, just show up and protest him, because I think now if he come, I don't think he's gonna be welcomed. I think they're going to be like Chinese people and also American people, Chinese Americans, like they all will show up and protest him. But now, like we know, like the venue is kind of, cleared up. Like if he comes, I don't think there will be very like closely, meeting each other like they face to face and have a protest. But I just want to talk about the purpose. Why, like, if you can just think it through for a moment, why he make such kind of demands? Because he's insecure, right? He demands. He gives like direct demands, and requests to the administration that like there should be no protest to make him look bad. And also probably he's worried about his own health and own security. Remember when last time he was at a BRICS summit, he just shortened his trip and he went back, abruptly. He didn't feel secure. And remember when he traveled to Saudi Arabia a couple of years ago, like someone made an offer on dark web for of I think $50 million for his plane crash.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that alone would make him very, very insecure. And the former Premier Li Keqiang just died. Their protests, their silent protests happening right now in the form of commemorating Li Keqiang to express their dissatisfaction. We talk about the Halloween, like people dressing up as Winnie the Pooh, and people are fed up with him. And also inside the party, right? The CCP members, when all of them see Li Keqiang's sudden death in 68, like they feel insecure and they want to overthrow Xi Jinping as well. So this will altogether show like how insecure he is.